Hello.
We're back again.
Yeah.
Once
Yo.
again.
It's been a lot.
No, it hasn't.
According to legend, the sacred stoners have sealed evil away from the world.
Yeah?
4 of the 5 stoners have been destroyed, leaving only the last stoner intact. The last stoner must be protected to stave off the Demon King's restoration. Ephraim and company challenge the demons of Darkling Woods. According to legend, the original possessors of the sacred stoners defeated the Demon King in Darkling Woods. His foul blood seeped into the land, corrupting every seed and every root. The once pristine forest was transformed by the flood of disease and venom.
19 inches of venom.
Legend says the Demon King's corpse lies there still, not dead, but dreaming. Of beautiful demon women. Dreaming of when the last stoner is crushed, and he will rise from his bed of rocks and worms and return to the surface. Deep within Darkling Woods, misshapen beasts roam in ever-growing numbers.
You hate to see it.
As if answering some unheard call. She doesn't like us very much, does she?
Not as much, no. Sometimes she'll play with.
It's been so long.
The time goes now.
Hold.
Fuck you!
What are you doing here, human? You should return to your own kind. This is no place for you to tread. This is darkness's domain. This is desecrated land.
I don't like that. That is why I've come. I have the power of the Demon King. I will save us all.
You.
No.
Not that bright, are you? Evil grips your heart. No. You've given something. You hit A too fast. Fuck. Shit. What a tragedy. Human flesh cannot contain the demon. It cannot control him.
My human flesh can control anything.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You think yourself safe, but already your control slips. I see the madness eating at you. I see the beginning of the end.
You're wrong. This. Do this.
Who are you trying to convince, buddy?
This. Squatters people. I had a vision. I saw my life traveling 2 roads. You know the meme? Where there's a fork in the road. One of them's dark and the other one's light.
Yeah.
Anyway, down one, the Demon King conquers both my body and soul. But that's Ephraim's job.
Oh my.
Down the other, I mastered the Demon King and Ephraim.
Oh my.
And with that power, great disaster. I gave the people a better future. I resist the Demon King's attempts to wrest away my will. I saw this, and I made my decision. I walk the second road. I walk the second road. The only one that I have ever known.
You fool.
Don't know how it goes.
The Demon King has blinded you to his true wish. How can you not see it? He's had you since the moment you first held the Dark Stoner. He has been hiding within you, luring you deeper into the shadows of his heart. He commands you and remakes you to suit his dark design.
You're wrong.
You think yourself unchanged?
I think
You think
myself
yourself the master?
I'm built different.
I see only more evidence that the Demon King commands you now. Can you not sense?
Speak true. I will save everyone.
Think back. Remember. Are you truly the man you used to be? Would you justify war and murder to bring about peace and justice? Remember who you were, and tell me if you are still yourself.
Remember who you are. Even if this matters not, I know the Demon King has claimed me.
Which is it?
It
Pick.
is not important.
Motherfucker.
Not if I can save the world. My own soul is irrelevant.
It is as I feared. You will not give up this madness. I am Morva, the Dragonkin who guards the entrance to these woods. I do not have the ability to save you. All I can do is destroy the demon that coils around your heart, to prevent the further damnation of your soul. I can only grant you eternal sleep.
I cannot sleep. I have not yet. There is no taboo I will not break. No sacrifice I will not make. No!
You are beyond reason. Therefore I, too, must do what I was born to do. As it was in that ancient battle. You will die here, Demon King.
I think what he was born to do is dance. This awful darkness.
I know. I can feel it too.
This is Darkling Woods. It was here the heroes of the Demon King... The heroes met with the Demon King, and with the Sacred Stoners defeated him. I've heard the lingering energies of that battle are sources of the monsters. But I never imagined it would be as bad as this.
It's worse than before. It's grown so much stronger. Simply standing here is a struggle. But we don't need to worry.
For guys like us,
I've got a dragon stone again.
standing anywhere is a struggle.
Oh, fuck.
My father's here. He'll take care of everything.
He couldn't have spared a dragon stone for you?
No, he needed his.
Oh.
Your father? Over there. On the other side of that swamp is the Black Temple of the Demon King.
I can hear him obliterating some twink.
My father stands guard near it. This is where my father and I have lived for as long as I can remember.
I see. So this forest is like a home to you.
Uh-huh. My foster father leads the dragon tribe. In the last great war, Both of my true parents were killed. Morva took me in and raised me as though I were his own child.
So that's how you came to live here.
My father holds back the twinks that are born in Darkling Woods.
This new lore in the 11th hour.
He's so strong and so very gentle.
New lore, who this?
One day, I hope to be like him. Oh!
What is it? Princess Erica, Prince Ephraim, we're under attack. A horde of those foul beasts is ahead, straight for us. Yeah. Are you well? If you're ill, we should get you to...
No, it's nothing. I'll fight with you.
Just throws up inky black ichor.
I'll fight, and we'll drive back the twinks.
Good.
I'm leaving this to you.
As you wish. Please proceed with the rites of resurrection, sire.
Whoa!
Woo! Did we get everyone?
Oh, I didn't really kid out everyone, so you might double check before we proceed. Hey now!
Swear to God. She ran. She got scared.
Bitch better be.
Oh god, we have so many,
Yeah, you get to bring a lot of people to this one.
so many spots.
It might be potentially, well, I mean, maybe not. I was gonna say maybe we don't need to use every deployment slot on this map, but we can. Jesus. Maybe we don't need to use every deployment slot.
Maybe we don't need that. Just gonna take those two off.
I mean, Saleh, he can hold his own. If nothing else, he could fucking staff bot,
It's fair, I suppose.
but it's your call. We don't have a whole lot of leftover tomes. But he can use light magic, actually, now that I think about it.
You can shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Her killer lance is getting kind of low. Shawty got low, 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 low.
Low, low, low.
Bottom James.
boots with the the myrrh.
The mer.
The myrrh. The whole club is looking at
Mer. You good? Good.
Certainly not.
Good? Me? Nah.
Check map. Formation!
Okay, ladies, let's get in formation. So all we gotta do to end this map is seize.
Seize these
But,
nuts.
These guys kinda get in the way.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
he's aura farming.
Oh no!
My man is aura farming. Oh no, he didn't obliterate the twink.
What do you mean?
Look how dead he looks.
Yeah, that's a necro dragon, so what?
Spooky.
Mur's dad's probably fine.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen him around.
I don't think so.
What makes you say that?
Just saying.
Oh yeah?
This is a little game late, but
Bitch, I'm trying to play with you.
yeah. This is a little game we often play where she'll do something and I'll have to stand up and then she'll get down immediately and then I'll sit back down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh!
It's not fun for anyone.
I almost ruined everything.
You almost ruined everything.
But I didn't.
But you did.
So there are a metric fuck ton of reinforcements on this map.
Oh good, I love that. That sounds fun for me.
Do you want to just play it, or do you want me to give you a heads up about what triggers them?
Is it something that we could potentially avoid, or would that take more longer than
Potentially,
is worth doing?
it kind of depends on how you tackle the map. Because there's zone-based reinforcements.
I see.
So they trigger based on where you step.
I see.
Just a second. No, I did not click the Facebook ad. Fuck.
Since when?
Since now.
Hmm?
Okay, so from where you spawn. So out and right up there, pretty much where all those guys are grouped up. Actually, see that tree next to you? Go one more. Now go down 2. That is the bottom right corner of a large rectangle that goes up the rest of the way of the map and pretty much over to that river that you see right there. Stepping anywhere within that rectangle will trigger the first set of reinforcements
Well, that one doesn't seem super avoidable.
of 2 Cyclops during 3 consecutive turns.
That doesn't seem super avoidable.
Not so much.
So I'm not going to worry about trying to avoid that one.
The second set, you see those skelly bastards down in the bottom left corner of your screen? They're right about where the go to that top one, go up to that mountain, right one. That is the top right corner of a rectangle that spans the rest of the bottom width of the screen and over to 2 tiles past the side, the other end of that little lake there. Yeah, that's the top left corner. That's the second area that will trigger 3 death goyles every 2 turns for 4 groups in total.
So,
You can avoid that.
yeah, what I'm hearing is to avoid that one, we go up this way, but then we have to deal with all these centaurs and cyclopses.
Plus, if you go up there, go to the right of that mountain there. Back left.
Or this mountain.
Yeah. Go down to just above that cave. And then go right to the edge of the forest tile there. That is the bottom right corner of a rectangle that spans the rest of the way up and over left to start going left. Stop. One more tile. That's the bottom left corner. From there up, all within that is zone 3,
I see.
which triggers 3 death goyles every 2 turns for 4 groups in total. And the last group is pretty much where the goal is centered.
Okay.
Spreading around large enough that you'll most likely have to trigger it.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. There are also reinforcements that just come on certain turns. You'll get some reinforcements turns 5 and 6, 16, 18, and 20, 17, 19, and 21, 20, 22, 24, 26, and 28. There is a way you can kind of cheat all the reinforcements, though. Because the game can only have a maximum of 50 enemies on screen at a time. It is possible and not uncommon to meet that limit and stop reinforcements from spawning in as a consequence. But if you're being proactive about pushing forward and killing things, you might also not have to deal with it. The limit that is.
Yeah.
Which means you would have to deal with reinforcements. Pretty much, if you follow the path that the game kind of has the most readily laid out for you, then you pretty much are going to be triggering a bunch of reinforcements You could go out and around the bottom path. You're kind of slowed down by all the forest tiles in the way, but
So many
But
forests.
the other way is just stretched out longer, so kind of 6 of one, half dozen the other.
Feels like you're going somewhere a little more faster, though.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the fastest way to get this done is flying over that little lake right there, warping Ephraim over after killing the boss and seizing.
That would make sense. Yeah.
You could definitely try to do that. It's your call.
That's what's so stressful.
It's the sheer enemy density that makes this map kind of feel like a slog.
Yeah. Feel that.
But it's certainly doable.
So doable.
I don't think I've ever had to wait out all the reinforcements. But again, it also it kind of depends on how proactive you are about pushing forward and killing things.
Soon. It happens soon. The Demon King will be restored to all his former glory. And I, his faithful servant, will bask in his radiant power. Then I will have my revenge on those who scorned me.
Let's kill this guy.
The Demon King has created for me a fine weapon, a Draco zombie. This fierce beast and I will guard the Black Temple's entrance. As long as we stand watch, no one will interrupt his rituals. We will drown all who dare to approach the burnt and virulent mud.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, if you care, animations are still
I
turned
know.
up.
I noticed that. Thank you. Thanks for pointing.
If you care.
Thanks for pointing that out for.
Hey, it's no trouble. That's what I'm here for. Oh, I also have learned since the last time I was over here, like, what was it, 2 fucking weeks ago?
3 weeks.
3 weeks ago. I have spouted some misinformation on this stream.
Oh wow.
Way back when we were playing Radiant Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
You'll remember how I said that the only 2 characters to not reprise their role as playable units were Largo and Devdan.
Mm-hmm.
But if you count their stats in Path of Radiance, then Khalil and Danved inherit their transfer bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Devden Danbed does inherit transfer bonuses from Devdan. That does happen.
Mm-hmm.
But Khalil does not inherit any transfer bonuses from Largo.
Damn.
That is my bad. And I wanted to clear that up.
I'm sure someone heard that and has already had their life ruined because of it.
Well, hopefully I help prevent the next person from ruining their life. I'm pretty sure the Tarvos can use bows. I don't know if they have it here.
Tarvos.
The Centaur men. They're male ones.
Called
Unpromoted are Tarvos, I'm
They're
pretty sure.
actually called Melduins?
I'm pretty sure those guys can use bows.
That would make sense.
Would it?
Yeah, centaurs traditionally are archers.
You're traditionally an archer.
In
Boom.
mythology where they appear, they often have a bow.
Come on, get the Tatsugiri.
That's
You doing anything for Memorial Day tomorrow?
Probably not much. I was thinking I might start my Dark Ages stream.
That'd be fun. It's looking like I'm gonna have to take Tuesday off
Damn. What for?
to go get this new car licensed and tagged.
You hate to see it.
A little bit, because I don't want to miss out on a day of pay, but they are exclusively open during the time I work. I was going to go do it yesterday, because on their website, they didn't say anything about being closed on this Saturday. And then I got there, I'd open, and they weren't open. And they had a sign saying they were going to be closed in observance of Memorial Day.
That wasn't the day you went.
No, that was part of Memorial Day weekend, I guess.
Sounds like straight up hoe behavior.
A little bit. And it only particularly upsets me because I did have the chance to work some overtime yesterday. But I said no because I was going to get my car licensed. Did you miss?
No, I just would have liked if he crit.
But it was only 15%.
That's more than 0.
You're more than 0.
It's more than 10 even.
You're not more than 10.
I didn't say it was likely that he would crit, I just said I would have liked if he did.
People would have liked you if you crit, but you didn't.
And
So they don't.
I know.
I'm bored. I guess Sword and Shield, not Sword and Shield,
Sword Shield.
Scarlet and Violet are getting a free update with the Switch too.
Yes, I did see that.
It's time to do the Cage Lock V2 and actually have a Cage Lock this time.
Watch me die again. Immediately. I died immediately.
Dog, and that stream was all kinds of scuffed.
Oh, yeah.
But it did produce Nina. The shiny Griever.
Reduced Nina.
It did. Tell me I'm wrong.
Everyone's favorite shiny Griever.
I gotta try something like that again, except actually get farther than the first fucking gym.
Well, that's dependent upon me being able. Well, you also died very early and took a mulligan. So
It's because I literally died immediately.
I guess it's not entirely dependent on me. But I feel like I am more likely to eat shit.
To be fair though, that was still early enough in Scarlet and Violet's life cycle that we both were very unlearned of things.
Yes. Granted, I don't feel like my knowledge pool has expanded much since then.
I mean, I think it's expanded enough in that now we know, hey, black text box trainers,
Yeah.
they're kind of the big boss of their area. Stay the fuck away.
They're a little rough.
Oh, it's going all right.
Hello. How is it going for you? Medellin?
Medellin? I feel like if we tried it with a different game, one where it's a bit more linearly structured,
It's fair.
we probably wouldn't eat shit right away.
I reserve my right to eat shit right away.
Hey, you do you, buddy. But that's just my thought. Because I feel like it was a fun idea.
Yeah.
It just didn't go anywhere.
It's good to hear you're doing good.
You can make it out there.
Is that a great idea?
I don't think the mailed ones can reach him there. That one can. That one can't.
I guess he'd only have to deal with one of them.
It is a very fun game. We are right about at the end also. I don't think that's a good idea after seeing that either of them can. How you reserve the right to eat shit, I reserve the right to change my mind.
Okay.
So many dudes.
there are many dudes. Love that 4% hit.
What if you got it and got the crit on top?
I would be very cross.
But it would be funny, right?
It would be funny, for sure. I would still be upset about it. It's a bit of a higher hit rate than 4.
Setting the bar pretty low there.
The bar is on the floor.
Alright,
Sorry, the bar is on the floor.
time to start messing these guys up.
Good. This is a one-range attack.
Yes, yes it is.
What am I doing?
You're thinking of Awakening.
I am. Why don't we just play that?
We could. It's a good game.
It is a good game. When I played that game, I enjoyed playing.
It's one we've both played. We could shake it up with an Iron Man or something like that.
That's right. What's this here? Not amazing.
We typically play a game at a time, move on to something else once we finished one. Like, the game before this... Was it Shadow that we played before this?
Yeah, we did Sonic X Shadow Generations before this. What did we play? We played Persona 3 before that.
Yeah, we played 3 Load before that. Really, we've kept in like kind of certain flavor of games so far, mostly Fire Emblem, Pokemon, Persona, Sonic.
I didn't like that.
It's okay, we got enough actions in our economy to make up for it. We've got, we've talked some about what we'll play after we finish this one. I don't remember for sure that we landed on anything definitive.
I was thinking either Tokyo Mirage Sessions or Sonic Colors.
Yeah, I remember those were in the lead. Did we just get S-rank swords on Garrick?
God fucking dang it. I wasn't thinking.
No, A-rank. That's okay. He's probably not going to hit S-rank weapon anyway, but it's fine.
This cat is wilding.
We could play the creature campaign,
Is that...
the post-game. Davey here, oh god, you've been doing it so long that I don't even know what would be accurate to say. Like, you've been doing it minimum 10 years, right?
I think it's more like 9. I think I started in 2016. But it's more of an off and on thing.
Yeah. I've been streaming with you now, what is it, 2, 3 years? Something like that. More or less just an excuse to hang out, keep us honest on finishing games.
Yeah. Jesus.
Took off like a bullet. Hey. That's why you haven't had custom stuffs in your channel. We've had my father stream so long. Like I just said, it's less about viewers and shit and more about just hanging out and having some fun. Is that with Sieglund?
No, that's a killer buff.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
Killing it.
our Erica isn't the best, but damn.
This is with Secret. God damn.
Have you ever thought about trying to do any of that stuff? Like emotes or whatever?
Well, the thing about like emotes and subs and stuff like that is I think you have to be at least a Twitch affiliate, which I've never crossed over the threshold for.
Right.
And if that ever did happen, I would probably devote more energy to like making the channel look a little more professional. But
I gotcha.
even at the height of my viewership, which was when I was streaming Stardew Valley, and most of the viewership was on YouTube instead of Twitch, and Twitch never really took off.
I gotcha. I mean, you could do that kind of shit on YouTube, couldn't you? I don't know if you have to...
I'm not as familiar with the parameters for YouTube.
You start first logo and banner because it's the basic stuff, and it's very important for streamers, and it's looking so cool. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess instead of just putting like box art cover from whatever game you're playing at the bottom of the screen, like a banner, yeah. That's an idea.
Yeah.
Can Sale reach Erica? We probably want her topped off if she's going to be on the front line.
That's fair.
I make this type of stuff. So would you like to see some of my creations? I mean, that'd be more up to you. I'm more a guest than anything.
Maybe a little later if you want to drop your social.
What you thinking?
These are scary men. That's what I'm thinking.
Kill them. And they're not scary.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Ephraim can rescue Doozle.
I was also thinking about that.
Interesting. Wouldn't have guessed.
Nor would I. I can just that is far longer. Just kind of go wherever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's our homie.
I want him in front of her. It's Toxic by Britney Spears.
Except not as catchy.
It's... Call me Britney Spears, cause I'm toxic.
It's Britney, bitch.
It's Britney, bitch.
Britannia.
It is Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Nothing. Just you do you. I'd say it's too early for Stoopy Girl hours,
It's
but we
not.
kind of turned our brains to mush
Yeah,
before we started it.
I've been turning my brain to mush for really my whole life. Yeah, I was about to say for like the past couple weeks or so, and I've been playing a shitload of Doom.
That would do the trick. Come on, dodge. Good shit.
Excellent.
Excellent shit. You're just betting on her dodging? Leaving that open?
I put her on a forest tile, and the other ones didn't have a great hit rate. when
No,
she
it was a pretty
on
safe bet.
forest.
I was just curious if that was intentional or not.
Eh,
I would have made the same play.
I,
Because she would reliably bait something into attacking her.
yeah. I figured if they did decide to go for her, she was fine on the forest tile from the other guys. She would probably be fine from these guys too. This is why we had the javelin equipped.
Javelin!
Damn, he didn't double.
No.
Oh, it broke. God damn it.
Oh, I don't know if this is going to be the case in Thracia, but that's something I learned about genealogy. If you go into a round of combat where your weapon breaks, the round of combat just plays out. You doing all the attacks that you can or proc or whatever, even if it goes past the weapon's breaking point, and then it breaks once you get back to the map screen.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's just wonderful.
I mean, the only time it ever really comes into play is if, like, I triggered Astra and Adept or something with, like, a Brave Sword.
Yeah.
You love to see it. That'll cure poison.
I'll do it.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting him to crit there.
I was kind of expecting him to crit there too. A little sad he didn't. Not gonna lie. These guys are big.
Yeah, they're big. They're the monster equivalent of armor knights. They've got a lot of defense.
You hate to see it.
You got your whole army back here to figure it out.
Do
It does it,
it does.
unless you miss one.
It does do.
Oh!
Couldn't have done that on the first one, huh?
Nah.
Couldn't have done that on the first one, huh?
It's like, hey, You gave that super special, secret, awesome, mega legendary super bow that I gave you to the crying little baby girl instead of me. I'm not in the business of helping you out anymore.
Listen. You weren't in the army for like 69,420 chapters.
Neither was she. This game is short.
Shut up. No, it was just a long time that he wasn't around. Mimi was.
Okay.
Just saying.
Just Super Saiyan.
She was the dad that stepped up.
Father! Mimi's like, what? What? Oh, man.
Man. Whee. Didn't get to put you on a horse, Inez.
That just makes you inferior.
See, you get it.
Oh, goodness me.
That was not good.
That was inhuman.
The ponchos bring out the garbage burps.
It's garbage burps.
It's garbage day.
Before you commit,
Yeah, I noticed that.
let's take a real close look.
Oh, I saw it. I saw
That's a Sword Slayer.
saw it before I clicked attack. That's he also.
It'll still be good against Erica, but not as good as it was against Joshua. Because the thing about Sword Slayers is, they don't just reverse the weapon triangle, they also give super effectiveness against Myrmidon and Sword Masters. And I think heroes as well, but that I'm less sure of.
That's a whole lot.
That's a poleaxe.
It was one of the funniest moments. It's very low key,
Subtle as hell.
subtle as hell.
You know who can get over there? A flying unit.
A flying. You know who a flying unit?
You know what she could do to reach?
What?
Get warped or danced.
Get warped, idiot. Get Crash Bandicoot warped.
Oh. Nothing. Just saying. Oh.
Oh. Get your Midwestern ass out of here.
Hey now, hey now, hey now.
Whoa. Whoa, buddy.
Why are you talking like you're from fucking... Not Massachusetts. What's it? Minnesota.
Minnesota. I don't know.
See, that's what I don't get. People do Midwestern accent, and they do fucking Minnesota. That's not in the Midwest.
They do. I don't get it either. I'm just like my brother in Christ. I live in the Midwest. I've never heard anybody talk like that.
Not who's from the area.
She can't really get danced in a way that's gonna do it.
She can get warped on.
She can get Crash Bandicoot warped, that's true.
Would it be too greedy to see if she could reach the boss? Almost.
So close. Not to be a slut, but could she reach the bones?
Not to be a slut or anything. But do you think she can fuck Morva? No. Sam. Sam, Zaddy.
We made her into the second best Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot game.
What?
Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Oh. I've never played Crash Bandicoot.
I like them. They're stupid hard, but I like them.
Oh?
Yeah, they're a little challenging.
Why are you cursor dancing? You don't know that something bad's gonna happen.
I'm indecisive is the main thing.
He's indecisive. He changed his mind. Moving his cursor from left to right.
Yes. Right. You ain't never told a lie.
I ain't ever told a lie. You know this is true.
You know this. And she reached the bolt.
She did.
She does. It's a chip.
That's actually not even awful damage.
It's not bad.
He'll start healing it all back up because he's on a gate, but...
Well, Myrrh might be about to go over there and send him to hell, so...
Ooh, deal.
Not to be a slaughter.
Crit.
It would be cool if she did. Look how spooky he is. This is an E-rated game.
In this E-rated game, we've had war, murder, spooky zombies, corpse fuckers,
Where are the corpse fuckers?
horses. With his
Oh,
corpse
yeah.
blood.
Yeah. Right.
It's like I scrubbed that from the memory banks.
I'm just saying, if I was 6 years old and I saw that spooky zombie dragon, that would be too spooky for me.
Really? The only thing that I think might be actually kind of spooky for a literal child playing this game are maybe the giant spiders. But even then, given the nature of the game, I feel like you get over that real quick.
If you have, like, genuine arachnophobia, then maybe.
We might not be able to reach Morva anymore with this guy in the way.
This fucking idiot.
We have other flyers that could dispatch him for us.
Sure. Not to be a slug.
Not to be a slut or anything.
How long until the joke is beaten to death?
Oh, it's already dead.
Oh! Just making sure.
I don't know about you, but for me, this got old days ago.
Oh. I mean, you laughed at it twice.
I know. I'm a fucking hypocrite. I like to think I'm funny when in truth I don't have an ounce of comedic talent.
Same.
Sorry.
That's too spooky for me.
Oh, and that's a crit.
Look how spooky it is. Now it's gone. Myrrh killed it.
I mean, can we warp Ephraim over there?
Can
To be a
we
slut or anything?
make him the second best Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot game?
Not to be a slut or anything, but can we just end the map now?
I would love that, actually. I'm gonna attack him.
I'm gonna kill you, Ephraim. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Can I see the controller?
You mustn't.
You mustn't! You mustn't!
She gets so upset.
No, not this turn. We can't reach.
Well, we can kill that horrible man.
On next turn,
Yes.
because he attacks from 2 range, into our weaker defensive stat.
Still 29.
Yeah, I guess.
29's pretty high.
I guess.
Name one other character that has 29 resistance.
Damn.
Exact.
Hold on. Damn.
Not even.
Hold on. Damn. I bet Morva did.
I didn't look at him.
But if we set Ephraim up on this side of the bank, we can warp him over easily enough next turn.
And make him the second best.
Yeah, which we could do with a dance. We would just have to hold out until we get to next player phase. We got sacred weapons that are super effective against monsters. If we're worried about these Cyclops, we could just kill them.
It's fair.
Oh? That's odd.
What?
I just got a text from my dad saying I'm up for Lilo and Stitch. I'm surprised he is aware of that movie coming out.
The hit rate is not great.
It's better than his.
It's fair. Nice. I love that.
Love that for us.
I got him.
You also got to move him somewhere where he can get a dance so he can be set up on the side of the bank where he needs to be. At least that makes life the easiest. There's also Death Coils top right.
How far can they?
You have to be like right up against the mountain. So you can avoid them for another turn, but just worth keeping in mind.
I will not keep it in mind.
Okay, don't. See if I care.
Need hold.
That's a kill.
That's a kill right there. That's a bowl. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Our little legendary warrior.
Love to see it.
We didn't even feed her like we fed Becky.
Becky with the good ball.
I saw this post on Reddit the other day, and it was like, Fire Emblem players of Reddit, what are some nicknames that you've accrued for certain characters over the years? and I saw a bunch that were just like, you know, oh, I call Raphael Raph, or I call Ignatz Iggy, like real basic simple ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, after a couch playthrough of Blazing Blade with a buddy, we started calling Rebecca Becky, short for Becky with the good bow.
Becky with the good bow.
We called Lynn Lindy's, short for Lindy's nuts.
Right here is...
Yeah. He could probably be another space back, but right there I know will work. Because I think Molder's warp range is 6, I want to say.
The Molder.
We call Molder the Molder. That's his nickname.
Did that come from anywhere, or did that come from your brain space?
That came from my brain space, but that's a pretty easy one to come up with. I doubt I'm the only one to.
That's fair.
I have a feeling anyone who's watched Avatar and played this game has come up with that. The Molder! There's also it's a common thing in the community to call him Molder the Boulder. So I'm dead certain other people have thought of that. But not just because it rhymes with Molder, but because he's surprisingly tanky for a priest.
Boulder, my boulder.
I saw the crit rate and thought it was our hit rate. I was about to stop you.
No.
Oh. That's probably fine.
Well, you can only get so wet.
Oh my! Just dive into the pool, I guess.
You can well, he's already in the pool. Might as well get...
Should've got out. Okay, Myrrh. Survive. This is the last level of Halo Reach, and your only goal is survive. You can do it.
He's got decent res.
She does, but I think she's also in shadow shot range, I'm pretty sure. And I think there's more than one shadow shot arch mobile over here.
Yep.
She'll probably be fine, but I'm still gonna hope.
Random guy.
Just make sure you don't put Luke in shadow shot range. This will be the fastest I've ever cleared this map.
Right.
I usually play it honest and go out and around. It takes forever, but I don't really give it. I usually use this map to grind Myrrh. I usually save her up until about here. Because even at base, she still does very good damage against most of the not Cyclops enemies. And with as many enemies as there are, you can easily get her 20 kills and level capped.
What do I do with this? Yummy! Juice?
Yeah. Wouldn't it just be neat if one of these guys had like a random dragon spear or something?
Don't you put that evil in the world.
They don't. I'm just saying. Wouldn't it be?
No, would not be great.
Grr, your eyes annoy me.
What?
Why do you not despair? Why do you not surrender?
It's because he can see the fire in our eyes. We don't need to murder this man, but can we?
I'm gonna try.
Yay!
I want to murder that man. As soon as he dies, I don't have to do his voice anymore.
I mean, you'll be avoiding the fun Easter egg of him being in the final map, but that's fine.
I won't have to do his voice.
Well, he's there recruitable if you don't kill him here.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm also lying.
Oh, I still don't care.
He's recruitable in the creature campaign, I'm pretty sure, though.
Hey, if you don't kill him.
No, even if he's dead.
Oh.
Like, aside from Aiden, all of the creature campaign units are units that died in the main story. Kellic, Glenn, Selena.
Even if you defeat me, you're too late to stop it. The one true demon will rise.
Erica and Ephraim's father.
Ouch.
Ismare.
Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Well, nothing, just... That was fast. This is the time save from the time we took to fix the Dragonstone.
Yeah. Oh, shh. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone we did that.
It's part of the game.
Don't tell anyone we did that. It's cheating.
It's part of the game.
Don't tell anyone we did that. Pretend we didn't do it.
It's in the game.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Why you gotta talk about the color of the temple? Sorry.
Damn.
So this is the Black Temple. The Demon King is here.
We have to stop him before he can begin the ritual. Let's waste no time, brother.
Bruiser. This you.
Yep, I was about to say, shut the fuck up. This is a tender moment.
I'm sorry. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Where are you?
Ah,
Here you are. You were worried. Are you crying?
no. It's nothing. The poison in these woods is thick. It burns my eyes.
That's terrible. Wait a minute. That dragon. Could it have been...
Of course not. There's nothing wrong. After everything you all have suffered, this is... I can't. This is nothing.
Huh?
Ephraim,
I'm so sorry. You kept silent this whole time, so... It's not so as not to trouble us.
everything's fine, Ephraim. I'm fine, see? I'm ready to...
Let yourself cry. These are dark times. There's no reason to hide your sorrow.
from me. I... Father! Father!
Not to be a slut or anything, but I'm ignoring my father.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Oh,
Speaking of fathers.
no, please.
Leon, this is the end for me. From now on, you
Don't say that, Father.
must concern yourself with Grotto. The people, our people must be saved. Leon, tell me again, what will happen to Grotto?
I have seen it many times now, as have the court mages. It's the same every time, Father. It's always the same. Sometime in the coming years, the southern continent will collapse. Countless people will die instantly. Those who don't will likely starve. None but the mages and I know from the vision as your order. But if we don't do something, all of those people will die. Please, tell me, Father. What should I do? What?
Leon, when I die, you will be Emperor. The Emperor must protect his country. There is nothing more that I can do. It's you. You must protect our people.
But Father, I don't have the power. There. If I asked Erica and Ephraim for help, I'm sure they would.
You would ask Renee to rescue us from a natural disaster? They would not help us. Grotto's borders would overflow with starving refugees by the thousands. Renee would close her borders to us. It's only natural. Renee has a duty to protect herself.
Oh, that will never.
Leon, you are the one who must save our people. You must take my place. The citizens of Grotto are counting on you.
Father. No, wait. You cannot do anything without you. Father!
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
I forget who voiced Null. He kind of
Is this the voice?
the voice.
Alright.
Prince Leon. The sacred stoner? But that.
We've seen the scrolls. You know there's a way to stop the coming disaster. If those scrolls are correct, the rites they describe can save all of Grotto. But it will require a staggering amount of dark energy and a sacrifice as well. The human body cannot contain the powers of these rites, the powers these rites demand. And yet, five sacred stones, Grotto's alone possesses a greater power. It is the very prison housing the soul of the ancient demon king. If we could harness its power, well, if we can do that, we can avert disaster and save countless lives.
I forgot.
I forgot. Too weak. Because of me, all of Grotto will be destroyed. We need the sacred stone. I must become stronger. I will become stronger.
See, I didn't have to do the shitty voice for long.
Everything is in readiness.
The fuck?
For a second I thought it said everything is readiness. I was like, what?
Everything's readiness. Thank you, Lucas.
I haven't played Earthbound.
I think that's Mother.
It's the same thing.
The one Ness is from is Mother.
Is he not in Earthbound also?
I mean, Mother's Earthbound, what, 2 or 3?
Mother is the first one. In Japan, they're all called Mother, but Mother is the first one. Earthbound is Mother 2, but it's the one that came to the States first.
Anyway.
The stones have been destroyed.
The what?
The stones have been destroyed. The Demon King's power swirls like marine. When I look at Ephraim, the Black Temple possesses all the demonic power I need. The rites can begin. All it demands is for me to sacrifice my life. The disaster will be averted. My people will be saved.
Final chapter. Sacred Stone.
It's time to get sacred stoned.
1.5 years ago.
Don't make that face. We'll see each other again. All three of us. You, me, America, I guess.
Hey, someone wrote that fanfic. You already know.
You already know who it
No.
See, he knows.
Governor, let's take the reins of our nation. Probably won't meet again. Not like this. Not as lovers.
What's that got to do with anything?
You're so weird.
You are so weird. Kings are humans too, Emperors need not be friendless, you know?
You good?
Yeah, my mouth is going off without my brain.
I see that.
Suppose you're right. We have a knack for cutting to the heart of things. And me. King or Emperor is not something you can take lightly. I don't think we'll be able to be the same people we are right now. If Naya and Grotto went to war, if we were forced to fight outside of the bedroom.
Oh my.
Don't be ridiculous. That would never happen outside of the bedroom.
Oh my.
Still the lovers would.
Even if it happens, yes. We're lovers forever. Nothing can change that. You'll see.
Alright, everyone. Then I until we see you again.
Like, you can read this dialogue platonically,
But
but god damn if it doesn't feel romantic.
right. Well,
You came after all, Ephraim. I'm glad.
they are. Is this my fault? Am I responsible for how much you've changed? I haven't seen you for 2 years now. That's not true. You saw him like a month ago.
You saw him less than a month ago.
You saw him like a day ago.
You saw him just the other day on that riverbank where you whooped his ass.
In front of everyone.
Remember the same riverbank where you recruited that useless Pegasus Knight?
Yeah. Have you hated me that entire time?
No, Ephraim. I was never dishonest. I liked you both, but mostly you. I still do. Especially you. But I was envious of you, too. Mostly Erica.
Oh.
Because she got to be with you more often.
So are Erica and Ephraim a thing or what?
That's why I desire this. You may not believe me when I tell you this, but even now, after all this, I still consider you a lover.
Leon. You know that I do too. I spoke the truth to you. I truly thought that we would always be lovers. That's why I have to stop you.
Of course. I know. You are Ephraim, after all. You could do no less, my lover. Well, come then, Ephraim. Try and stop me. We will defeat you, then. I will save the people of Grotto. No one will stand in my way.
We're here.
They're queer.
We're here at the end. Only the best of the best may accompany you. I'm thinking that might just be the squad I got set up.
This is just the squad.
Really, the only ones worth considering subbing in for are Joshua and Rosh. Although, there are chests on this map. But I don't remember if they had anything of particular note in them. One of the chests has an angelic robe, and the other has a master seal.
It doesn't seem super worth.
No. Like, maybe the angelic robe?
Hey.
But the master seal, that's really only worth grabbing at this point if you're playing the post game. You remember this map from Engage?
Vaguely. Didn't we start from the top and then get...
We did. That mirrors how Erica and her companions started at the bottom. Now they're here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. There are 2 sets of zone-based reinforcements on this map. Basically, if you go right, you'll trigger a group to spawn on the left, and if you go left, you'll trigger a group to spawn on the right.
What if you go both ways?
You'll trigger both.
Alright. I didn't expect me.
Really?
No.
There's also, the stairs directly below Leon are also an area that will trigger reinforcements if you have a unit end turn on them. Happy with your loadouts? Fair enough. This is it. Our final battle.
This will be a final battle.
I like Tethys could use
what? I mean, realistically, yeah, but also, like, what the fuck would she do with it?
What are you gonna do with that thing? I'll never get anywhere hoeing like that.
Damn. That seems fair.
Fresh and tasty.
Also, our goal for here is just to defeat Leon. I have seen people set up warp strats to just send Myrrh or Ephraim or Seth directly up there turn 1. But you kind of need more than one warper to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth keeping in mind as something we could potentially do once we get a little closer, but other than that,
Yes.
the zones start triggering as soon as you cross those bridges to the other side. And it's just straight down the middle of the screen, all one half, all the other. You could technically get around triggering them, but it would require a lot of move or a warp or both. You've also got more dragon zombies this time.
Dragon zombie.
They are, like Morva, strong. So they are worth keeping in mind as you proceed.
They are, as they say, like a dragon.
Guided. I think if you go right, the group of reinforcements you trigger are death goyles on the left. And if you go left, you trigger arch moguls on the right. If that matters for which way you're going to pick. Or if you want to go both and just go balls to the wall and fight everything. she's gonna hit something with loot.
She goes so far.
You go so far, but you don't succeeds. You don't want to succeeds? That Gorgon doesn't have Shadow Shot, does it? No.
That would have been unfortunate, huh?
Yeah, it would have. Would have been a tragedy.
Get what you want, not what you need.
On my last Iron Man, I get to this map, and like my only units that can really meaningful contribute to combat were fucking Seth, Erica, Myrrh, and Ephraim had like just gotten to where he could actually really do damage.
Damn.
There was a lot of bitch boy chip damage from like Ford and fucking Inez and Mulder.
Jesus. Jesus. There you go.
Damn, like that. Oh shit!
Get fucked. Get dunked on.
He's kind of dorky though.
Dorky. I don't care. I don't care about that.
You're not gonna go get that master seal? Damn.
Damn, Selena.
She was an honorable one. The bar was on the floor.
Yeah, but she cleared it and then some.
She did. She did, that's true.
Like I said, she's recruitable in the creature campaign. So, just, you know.
Damn.
Selena.
Oh. Yeah. Start playing that, what is it, funk?
Yeah. It's not music you hear.
It's music you feel.
Nuts.
Noise.
I'm scared of this guy.
Stop being afraid.
Don't
Kill.
Don't be afraid. I'm going to kill, but probably with the Death Child.
Damn!
Damn, silly.
Damn! Rude.
Bye.
Very good, very good. They're coming from behind!
Ah,
Don't be wrong.
yay.
It's not wrong.
That rings. Damn, silly.
Damn. Damn, Selena.
Fuck.
How far back is Kids? That's enough extra spaces to hit the thing, I do believe.
I do declare.
I dug them, I do believe.
I do declare you may be correct.
Ah! Doug Dimmadome! Homer of the Dimsdale Dimmadome!
That's right. Doug Dimino.
Like, send it, but
Yeah, that is a bit.
we got Physic.
It's a bit. Oh god.
Was that spooky?
It's a little spooky. I gotta say. Lord have mercy. That's pretty spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary dragons.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Ready to trigger those reinforcements? I think it's like 5 molos.
They're mobiles. That'll be fun.
Most likely, yes. Tana, you've got a job to do. Keep them off our ass. So if there are like hands at the ends of those wings, this is no longer a wither, correct? technically.
I guess. I'm not a fantasy scientist.
Then what are you?
Nothing really.
Damn. But you know, nothing really matters. So you really matter. Isn't that so adorable?
Durr.
Adorable. Adorable.
Applejack.
Puta. He got it back in blood. He's kind of darky though.
Bacon.
Oh, he could crit.
I wish he would. I wish a bitch would try.
Man.
Damn, Selena. Like how we went to make sure that we could heal her, and nothing could do damage. Oh,
This can.
he could do damage. Damn. He missed that.
He did though.
He's kind of dorky though.
Oh no, it's the moguls come from this side. Okay. Do me a favor real quick. Hover over one of those, just any one of those whites.
What?
The promoted skelly bastards. And look at their stats. Reminder, this is hard mode. Final chapter.
Yes.
What the fuck? Even the stronger things, like the spiders and the gorgons, aren't that bad.
Damn, Selena.
Damn, Selena.
Well, wouldn't it be more flavorful to finish this thing with Ephraim anyway?
I mean, yeah, but we could be done. How far can you go? Like 6?
Let's double check. I believe he warps 6. And that would be from the target's starting position.
6. So if she were to do it from here, I would get her.
She would still need to fight through some stuff to get there
Yes.
on things that target res.
Yes.
Double check. I don't remember for sure, but I don't remember if Leon or any of those Gorgons have siege equipment.
Let's see.
That one does. That one does.
These two.
Yeah, they don't move though, because their priority is guarding Leon. I think they start moving like if you get up in there.
Might be hubris to do that, but
Might be.
if it worked out, wouldn't it be cool?
It would be pretty cool if it worked out. You're right about that. Pussing out? Pussing out.
Think about how cool it would be if it worked out.
Okay, I'll think about it, puss.
You would do the same thing.
I did work this map the last time I did it, but I think I worked Ephraim in from a little bit closer. I feel like this map would be a lot more interesting if Leon moved.
Yeah. Could get rid of one.
You could.
The siege.
In fact, that's probably the right decision.
I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you see things.
I do see things with my eyes.
That's great. Ernie, how do I look? With your eyes, Brute?
That's a crit. VTubers are just anime Muppets.
Yeah. It's very true.
I wanted to fuck a Muppet though.
Hmm?
It's like, I don't know, Miss Piggy got me acting unwise.
Ever see on the Muppet Show they did a version of Lydia the Tattooed Lady?
Really?
And there's a Muppet that really twerks. And you may think, oh, that's probably from one of the newer Muppet shows. No, it's not. That is from, oh god, when was season 1 of the Muppet Show?
I was about to say, The Muppet Show, that was a while ago.
Oh yes, and it was season 1 of the Muppet Show.
I think they only just recently brought it back, The Muppet Show. And I'm not even sure they actually did bring it back.
It would have been in 1976. September 18th, 1976 was that episode.
Damn.
Anyway,
Yeah?
yeah,
Damn.
damn, Selena.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah. Good, it's funnier now that
Isn't that just Miss Piggy though?
it's not Miss Piggy, no,
That's a pig.
it's a different pig.
She looks like an old lady. With tattoos.
She just has glasses on. She's not necessarily old.
It's the hair and the glasses.
The red hair makes her old.
The red big hair done up to look like a grandma's hair.
It was 1976. People just did their hair that way.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Kermit's looking at that honky tonk. Like,
Yes. Accurate.
that tattooed Muppet got Kermit acting unwise.
Yes. If memory serves, I think Miss Piggy, she does act jealous. I think she might come out on stage and decorate. Or at least deck her when she comes backstage.
Man,
It's been a minute since I've seen the program.
imagine what it would be like to be in the audience of the Muppet Show.
That would I'd go. I like the Muppets, as you so often like to ask.
I asked George one time.
Yes, but you recount that.
Should support some. Oh no!
Damn,
No!
I think it was there.
I was about to say a support between someone other than Calm and Nimi.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Out here acting on water.
Pay attention to whether or not you end up in the dragon's range.
Don't think
I didn't say you were. I'm just saying pay attention to whether or not you do.
Yeah, that dragon is scary. For sure.
Because if you have to take a hit from that thing and a death coil or two, you're fucked.
I think if I have to take a hit from that thing, I'm fucked.
I think Cormag might be able to take it from full health, but let's not go about testing this.
Spooters don't do anything.
Oh. But that's a lethal talent.
Evidently not.
Mur's just like,
Lethal to who, bitch?
Lethal talon my ass.
we were just fighting, you know, taking on a fucking dragon and all these zombies. Mur's like, Mulder,
Put me in. I'm gonna put some dirt in his eye.
I'm gonna put some dirt in his eye.
Ephraim's like, Mur, wait!
I want that twink obliterated.
This is my Joker arc.
He turned my dad into a fucking zombie.
11 damage.
That might be bad if it. That might not be great to have hit. They missed though.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Please crit me.
Is Drew here?
Damn it. He might be.
Drew is.
Maybe.
Leia always knows, except when she doesn't.
Do not be rocked. Is not rocked.
He's not rough.
They're strategizing.
Tactics. Don't want too many of those. Don't want too many of those.
Do not be rock.
It's not
Is
rough.
not rock. They kept us from reaching Leon, didn't they? Back off and use an elixir? Yeah. Back off 2 spaces, let's say. That way they have to come to you. And that should open the way next turn. Maybe? Now you know.
It's always when you don't.
If you don't want to trigger the stair reinforcements, going up and around the left way will avoid that.
And the spooters are dead.
The spooters are dude. The spooters are dude.
The spooters are good. You can only get so wet.
Fuck it into the deep end. Item.
Got item.
I'm not confident how much the Shatter Shot one will move. Because, like, that other stone one did not move. Also, worth pointing out, I haven't mentioned yet, Latona full heals all allies no matter where they are on the map.
Is that worth doing right?
Right now, no, I don't think so. But I think it's worth keeping in mind, is all I'm saying.
Is it worth to top him off, you think?
I think. I mean, this is the final map.
Sweet.
If we don't go in now, when are we going to? Creature campaign?
You can only get so wet.
As you love to say.
I do love to say it.
We gotta get all our homies in there. Do some loot. XX loot XX.
It's true.
These are the men and women who will bring this war to its end.
That's not insignificant damage.
That's chippies.
That damage is not insignificant.
I am the Demon King. I know nothing of human frailty. I am supreme. Taco Supreme.
Okay, that's a crit!
Hey,
I think Luke can one-shot now. Or if we open up enough of the way, if we can get Ephraim in there, maybe he can finish it off? Just for flavor? Maybe? Worth considering?
we can see it, but we can make it.
Or Erica.
So true.
Let's be real, it's not gonna be Erica.
Yeah, Erica's not very good, is the problem.
Like, she's not bad after her promotion. But she's not good.
Ephraim's better by just about every conceivable metric.
Yeah. Just about, yeah. Stay out of rock range. Rock range is 3.
Rock chalk range.
Is that in dragon range?
I don't think so.
Hold on, wait. Pull it up again.
I suppose it might.
If you killed everything out, or if the way opened up enough, yes. Yes, it is.
I don't like that.
Do you have healing items? Does Tana have healing items?
You might just want to back.
Well, you can still bait a couple of them, but you don't need to bait more than that. You can free it on them! She did.
She didn't have to.
No, but it would have been funny. That'd be, what, quick math? 195 damage?
Yeah, but I don't get to see the numbers, so I don't feel anything.
Do you know? It's big. Ayo. Ah! Ah!
It's not.
Are we letting that stand?
I mean, it's the end.
Interesting. I guess it wouldn't be a Bueno and Davey Fire Emblem playthrough if someone wasn't dead at the finish line.
Exactly.
Check. Unless we want to try to get Ephraim to do it.
This.
Yeah. Without a crit, she does need help.
And we can see if it happens here.
We could
Try and get Ephraim.
What if Leon just crit right now?
That would be unfortunate. Then we would have to go back.
Oh, there's the crit.
And there's the crit. And there it is.
Here. Where did I go wrong?
Damn.
I guess that proves it. You're too strong, Ephraim. I've always admired.
Leon?
You know, Ephraim, I always wanted to be you. To be Penny. I wanted to be strong and handsome. With Erica always at my side.
That sounds less gay.
You're making it weird. You're making it weird, Leon.
I wanted a sandwich.
Oh, God.
That's why I wanted to be. I had nothing.
I'm pretty sure on Erica route here, he's like,
I always loved you, Erica.
No. Don't be ridiculous, Leon. Who was it that taught me history? I'm a stupid idiot. Who covered for me when I stumbled? Didn't you see how I looked up to you?
from bottom position.
At you? I admired your compassion, your wisdom, your thoughtfulness, your member.
Oh.
Yeah. It seems so long ago. I did keep you out of trouble, didn't I? And then, not out of me. And then I got you in infinitely more trouble. Thanks for remembering. See? You're thoughtful too.
Leo, wait. Don't close your eyes. I'm going to save you. I'll find a way.
No. Don't. That's another. It was all my fault. Don't look so sad. Come on, Ephraim. Smile like you used to.
Leon.
What?
This.
Brother! Leon's body! It's...
The time has come. My resurrection is at hand. Well done, Leo. The sacrifice of your flesh and some of your efforts. They were all for naught. Grotto's disaster cannot be avoided. My resurrection is at hand. All this time, you imagined yourself in possession of your own free will. But it was I who planted my seed in you.
Oh no.
My deceit made you my puppet. My muppet. Oh, how you danced at the end of my fingers. Oh.
Because Muppet, not a puppet.
You
Puts his hand up his ass.
could never have been saved. It's a shame, isn't it, Leon? And now I am reborn.
He's spooky.
Yeah?
Look how spooky he is. Demon King! You're responsible for all the misery we've seen. Leon, my lover, you're the one.
Brother, this power, it's different.
I know. His power is greater than anything we've ever faced. But none of that matters. I've learned so much. My lance has grown stronger than ever.
And my weapon.
That thing deceived and murdered my lover. No matter what happens, I'm going to destroy it. And we're here too. La Rochelle, it's time to use it. Prepare the last sacred stoner. We have to use its power on that beast, like in the legends.
You must listen to me, Ephraim. The stories are true. The stoner does hold the power to stop the Demon King. However, the source of its power is human will, the desire for peace within our hearts.
In our hearts.
Yes, that's right. We need not pray for the sacred stoner to aid us now. No, we need only focus ourselves and concentrate on a better future.
I understand. Everyone, listen to me. This is the final battle. If we can defeat this thing, it's over. We face the king of demons, the monster that once ruled all Magval. He's more powerful than any one of us here. But we have something that beast will never have. We have community, friendship, love. We have all the virtues of humanity. That is our weapon. That is our strength.
Let's finish this.
My only wish is to serve and protect the two of you.
There's nothing to fear. I'll protect everyone.
The sure wonders if we can reenact the legend. Defeat the foe. Nothing else matters. I forget who was Garrick.
Never stop fighting. Never. I forget.
Don't tense up. You'll fight better if you're relaxed. I'll do what I can.
You'll probably kill.
I'm starting to wonder if I really should be here.
Oh, that's the Demon King, isn't it? Yes, I've read all about him.
Is everyone ready? We're going to win.
I'm nuts! Prisoner! You successfully run! Don't fool yourselves! You cannot fully imprison me!
You know, I was sticking with the Elmo voice because it hurt less than the Demon King voice I did a few weeks ago. But now that I'm doing this, it hurts just as bad. Oh, crap, I should rocken your accursed bones to powder.
I was gonna say, Because I forgot you did a different voice for the more possessed Leon that one time.
I did do that, but it did hurt quite a bit.
I was gonna say, I love how this implies that the voice you've been doing the whole time wasn't Leon's true voice, but the Demon King's. And I would have loved to have done a bit like that, where like he sounds completely different in the flashbacks,
Yeah.
but that would have involved cluing you in on the entirety of the story well beforehand.
Yeah. Did we do it? Yes, we did it! The Demon King's soul has been bound once more. But Ephraim, it's not over yet. The Demon King's soul rages inside its prison. We must return it to its proper place, and quickly. But first, we must defeat the Demon King's soulless body. That thing. Huh? The real battle's just beginning. Our ancestors paid dearly for their victory. A mountain of corpses. It's written the Demon King was surrounded by the dead before they finally fell.
Praise Jesus.
We are all prepared to do what must be done. No, I'll do it. I have no intention of seeing anyone else die.
Not Leo. Not after Leon and Dusel.
Damn, why did they fucking put Myrrh
So,
all the
hold
way
on.
in the back?
Warp.
Okay.
Don't forget we have Warp, we have a dancer, we've got tools.
Why did they put Myrrh all the way in the back?
Because deployment order.
Whole behavior.
If she'd been higher in our deployment order, she would have been further towards the front of the group. But can our holy weapon friends reach to get some chippies? She dies. How does Ephraim do? That's not bad.
He doesn't die.
That's not insignificant. That's a lot of damage.
So we think yes on this.
If you're trying to one-turn this, I think you need all the damage you can get. It's worth checking a few other things before we commit. Like, I think Luke can reach with Excalibur. That is also not insignificant. If I remembered what his exact HP value was, I'd tell ya, but I don't. I want to say he's got like 120. Seth has Vidofnir. Can he reach?
We lost Dusel, who had the axe.
The Garm. That is some chippies.
And he doesn't die.
Before we do anything else, maybe we make a save state?
What? No.
Because if we actually did lose this battle, the reset point is preps for the one with Leon.
Well, our restore point
Well,
was,
our restore point, but I'm saying
was even before Dusel died. We could have saved Dusel.
we could save Dusel.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Well, technically we still can,
Get out of the way, Eric.
if we hit restart chapter. The rare Tethys level up. Like I said in my last playthrough, I forgot what was in the chests, and in the spirit of Iron Manning, I was trying to keep from looking shit up. So I brought Rennick along to open the chests. And then we get to this part, and he gets his pre-battle dialogue, and it's just like, what the fuck am I doing here? More or less.
Yeah.
She doesn't double, but she does do a good chunk of damage. She could crit.
She could crit.
She could.
Oh, that's too scary for me. looks like Summon Skull.
Plus 4. Yeah, so 120 was his total health value.
Remember Summon Demon from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Summon Skull?
Yeah. Isn't he called Summon Demon in Japan?
He's something Archfiend, I'm pretty sure. I think... I forget what their exact numbers showed, but I think between these three we've got enough to finish him. Because Seth would bring him down to 60. Yeah, because Mur did at least 20 and doubled.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Not Mur, Luke. You knew what I meant.
I caught up. Ah!
Maybe between the other two we still do it?
I hope so. Well, he missed.
He did. But Mortis is one of the easier final bosses in the franchise, I think.
I noticed. Of the ones I've played.
As long as we connect everything, we've got enough.
There's Please don't hurt me. That's schmexy.
I think Ephraim had 100% hit rate.
So 69.
No, not 100. He didn't, no. So we are still gambling a little bit. But I think we're fine.
If he misses effort, everything's okay. Well, we'll see. Demon King! I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Damn. We got another chance.
You got it.
He's a very cool final boss.
He looks so cool.
That's it. It's over, isn't it?
Yes. Evil has been imprisoned and locked away. The legend of old have been mirrored in our actions today.
No, we've done far more than the legends ever told. We've destroyed the Demon King's body. He can never come back. That's right, and we have you all to thank for it.
And they turn towards the camera.
And you, at home.
Like fucking Lynn Ellwood and Hector do in Blazing Blade. That fucking turn to the camera when addressing the tactician.
Very good. Missed that. And another thing. In that ancient battle, it took the might of 5 heroes to do what we did.
Well, Ephraim, Seth, Luke, Mur. 4 heroes, so I don't know.
And Seth didn't even do anything.
No. He did.
We did not have the extraordinary.
If we actually count people who contributed to that clear just now, Ephraim, Mur, Luke, Tethys, and Mulder.
Yeah.
5 heroes.
We did not have their extraordinary power to draw upon.
No, we didn't. We conquered darkness and restored peace to the land. Thanks to you.
And you, at home.
It was because you never gave in. You never stopped fighting. None of you. Not once. Thank you. Fuck, it's been so long.
This means we've accomplished our mission. We must relay the good news to King Hayden at once.
Yes, I'm sure Father will be most pleased. Brother, this means peace will be restored, doesn't it?
I shall fly back to Frelia and let him know.
There's no need to rush. I'm sure he knows. After all, we were together, and that ensured our victory.
And I'm here too.
Looks like we're on the outside looking in, eh? Even so, the fighting's over, and that's something for the Molder to be happy about.
Yeah. Well, that took some doing, but we finally finished the job.
We certainly earned our pay. Please tell me we're going to enjoy it.
If hot, why bad?
If hot, why bad?
Let's see now. Shall we head back to Johanna? I guess we could stop at the guild and get our next contract, eh?
But the Queen's gone. I wonder what Johanna will do now.
I'm sure it'll all work out. After all's said and done, it's our home. Come, it's time for Garrick's band to ride. If hot, why bad?
I forget who voiced
I
Joshua.
think it was you.
Heads. Looks like I should be getting back as well. Homecoming time.
Dawson, Rennick, we've done it.
A job well done it was, Princess La Rochelle.
It's finally over. So it's about time for me to...
Hold it. I gave you no orders to leave. I am the Princess of Ralston, lest you forget. I have many missions yet to fulfill. Come, Dawson, Rennick, it's time to go.
Wait up! Let's move, Rennick.
The darkness. It's gone.
It's too bright.
I guess so.
Let's return home, Lady Mo. Our friends and family will be worried about us.
But not my dad.
Wait! Hey, teacher! Where are you going? Wait up! I'm coming with you!
I forget who did Garcia. It's been too long since he had spoken dialogue.
I think it might have been you.
You did well, Ross. You're a true warrior. My pride and joy.
Maybe it was the other way around anyway.
But you're still the best, Father.
I think I was Ross. It's whatever.
That's right. My father's the best warrior in Magville.
He's a fighter. He never promoted.
Shut up!
I've already done it. Sorry, guys.
I'm glad everyone's so happy, but they better not forget that they won with our help. Right, Nini?
We all worked together. Wasn't that great, Cole?
Hey, don't start crying. Please?
You did have calm.
I did have calm.
Oh, glorious light, are you witness to our victory? The foul demon has been purged from the earth.
The ancient Demon King was as powerful as the scrolls described. And yet, in the end, we were able to defeat him. After all, there's no one better than us. Than me.
So true.
Your continued safety is all that matters to me, Princess.
I was really hoping you were going to fuck it up again.
4 more times.
General, Princess Ericus.
God.
We can finally return to Renee, can't we?
Yes, we can go home. All of us unharmed. Except Dusel.
Except for
He's
two.
fucking dead.
I'm exhausted. I'd like nothing more than to laze about a while. Alas, we're not gonna have that opportunity, are we, Prince Ephraim?
No, the reconstruction of Renee is going to keep us busy. Keep your strength up. I'm gonna need you in the days ahead. We'll be beside you through it all. The war is over.
Oh, do you only get the dialogue if the whole group survived? Amelia, Noel, and Dusel all go back to Grotto, but since Dusel's dead,
Oh,
they don't get their dialogue.
victory is ours. Now we ride for home.
I guess that saves us the trouble of trying to remember who voiced Amelia.
Could not tell you.
I know it was one of us.
What? How could you possibly narrow that down?
I'm pretty good at guessing.
Ephraim, it's time. I must be going. I'm still Princess of Roston after all. There's much to which I must attend. Renee and Roston are far apart, but you and me, we tight like homies. If you and I were to be betrothed, that is.
No, we didn't get an A-rank support.
We still tight like homies. I wonder if I appeared too forward. No, how silly of me.
What's funny to me is the Erica La Rochelle support. I have a much harder time reading as platonic than I do the La Rochelle Ephraim support. Even though, like, the C support has her seeing him without his shirt on, and she gets flustered.
Ephraim, I must return to Darkling Woods.
Darkling Woods.
With my father gone, much responsibility falls on my shoulders.
Darkling Woods.
Yet, I would ask, may I come and visit you from time to time?
I would ask that, but I'm not going to.
If I was a pussy, I would ask that.
We of Frelia will do what we can to aid in the restoration of Renee. If you have need of our assistance, you can come to me at any time. And another thing, it wasn't such a bad thing, fighting on the same side as you, Baka. That's all. The day will come, though. One day we will see who is the better. Baka.
Well, there's only one chair. So, one of us has to get out of here.
Or sit on the other's lap.
I'm just saying, she's called a queen even though he is the king. Just saying.
Where are you going, brother? We've endured so much to get home, and now...
I'm sorry, Erica. I must journey to Grotto. I just received word from Seth. In the south, within the Empire, there has been an enormous landslide.
A landslide?
Yeah, you know that natural disaster they were talking about? We never really resolved that. Yes, word is, it was so great that the whole cities were destroyed. They say the damage is so severe the Empire itself is in danger. Yeah, that's what the whole story was about in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's why that's why I must go to Grotto. The people are saying this is Grotto's divine punishment. But these are the same citizens Leon wanted nothing more than to protect. I cannot ignore their plight.
Yes, of course not. I'll ride with you.
No. There's one chair. One of us has to sit in it. Our country is recovering, but we cannot rest easy. Someone must stay to protect the realm.
Ephraim, I don't know if my stats are up to it.
Just sit on the chair, Erica. Everyone else will fight.
I understand.
It's like a chair, but longer.
Ugh. I'll take your place until you return. I'll wait for you and Renee, brother.
I can always depend on you, Erica. I'll be king. The type of king we often spoke of. Strong and kind in measure. An ideal king. The people of Renee and Grotto are under my protection, and I won't fail them. Watch and see.
No, you won't. Not with me helping you out, stepbro.
They are very much biological siblings.
I mean, with that attitude.
Oh God.
And here we get a cool CG. Here we get another. Some of our friends fighting demons.
Look at all our friends.
It's the fucking Gourmet King.
He's my best friend.
Yep, you get it. You get it.
He was often baking chili.
Here are the Knights of Renee. Seth, Chad, and Franz.
Chad.
Nah, Chad is from Binding Blade.
I'm gonna add this to my list.
You're like a soft blade. The Frelians, minus fucking Gilliam and Mulder. The Jehannamites.
Game number 19 complete.
The twins. I should add genealogy and this to my list.
Yes. Because you also played a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I fucked up, which was often, you were there to pick up the pieces.
And every time I stumbled or fucked up, which was often, you were there to deal with the aftermath.
To fuck up again.
Oh, are you? My name is Leon. Uh-huh, that's me. Son of the Emperor. You're Prince Ephraim and Princess Erica from Renee, aren't you? I hear you were coming, and I've been waiting here all day. I've always wanted. You don't have any friends? So, Prince Ephraim? Princess Erica? What do you say? From now on, let's be friends. And maybe someday, more than friends.
Maybe don't open with that.
I was like, why is that one? That's where we did the Ross training arc. There's the Amelia training arc.
And we only used one of those.
Yep.
We did 309 turns.
Seth, the Silver Knight. Seth returned to Renee with Ephraim and his fellow knights. His dedicated service made him the most trusted of the new king and queen's guardsmen, as well as the most famous of knights in all of Renee. Thought a lot of things. Franz the Faithful. He did not fight very many things.
He continued to serve Renee with the same devotion that he had during the War of the Stoners. His generous nature and easy smile made him a favorite among the people. But not the players. Silent Gilliam. Gilliam returned to his home of Frelia, where he continued to serve the crown as a faithful knight. His imposing countenance was said to strike fear in the hearts of even the most arrogant and brash of Frelia's new recruits. The Molder, wise counselor. After the War of the Stoners, the Molder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide King Inez, as it had served King Hayden before him. Vanessa, dutiful rider. She remained on active duty as an airborne knight in Frelia's army. Her beauty and determination became the standard to which her fellow knights aspired. Ross, his father's son. He returned to Ide, village of his youth, and helped rebuild it after the bandit attack that brought it to ruin. Years later, he set out on his own to perfect his fighting skill and hone both body and spirit.
Where did they get their L's?
From losing. We must have had one where we actually did a proper reset. Garcia, the warrior reborn. He returned to Ide to help with its reconstruction after the bandit attack. Afterward, he re-enlisted in the army, serving Renee as a troop leader. His strength, valor, and experience inspired many. Colm, the good-natured thief.
He won one?
He killed something.
I guess.
He politely refused an invitation to become a spy for Renee, returning instead to his hometown. He spent the rest of his days as a chivalrous rogue, helping those in need from the shadows. Nini, the tearful archer. She returned to her village and passed her days in peace and quiet. Years later, she traveled to the capital of Renee as an archery instructor for their military. She never could resist a good cry.
Can never resist a good cry.
Ardor, Saint of Light. Ardor moved to Renee to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked without rest to ease the pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry.
He didn't do a fucking thing.
He fought one thing. XX Loot XX, Prodigy. After the War of the Stoners, XX Loot XX returned to Renee to continue her arcane studies. She spent far less time locked in her library, preferring now to explore the outside world. She grew into a great and well-traveled sage. Joshua, the Tempest King. Joshua returned to Johanna and ruled over it as king. His skills as a leader had grown great, and Johanna flourished as never before. He never outgrew his love of travel and games of chance. Natasha, the Sacred Healer. Once the war was over, Natasha returned to Grotto to help rebuild the Empire. She dedicated herself to easing the grief of those families that lost soldiers during the war. Ford, the Wild Knight. Upon Ford's return to Renee, his secret hobby of painting was discovered. He was commissioned as a court artist. His work grew popular, and his days became so busy that he often regretted his career change. Kyle, the Ardent Knight. His service to the royal family of Renee continued without change. He became a battalion commander and gained much trust and responsibility for training new recruits. Tana, the Winged Queen. Tana lived happily in the prosperous post-war Frelia. She flew to Renee often to visit her dear friend Erica. Inez, king and strategician. As time went on, he succeeded his father, Hayden, as king of Frelia. His resourcefulness and tactical prowess helped him build a court of loyal vassals that served to lead the country to greater prosperity. The graceful Cyrene. Cyrene continued as commander of Frelia's Pegasus Knights. Her grace and beauty in flight were the subject of many songs and paintings, and her popularity soared. Amelia, Rose of the War. Following the war, she returned to Grotto to assist in her country's reconstruction. She surrounded herself with new friends and used the strength she found on the battlefield to live her life in happiness. Dusel, the Obsidian General, died at Sacred Stoner. Noel, Watcher of Darkness. Noel returned to Grotto, where he dedicated himself to rebuilding it and fulfilling Leone's vision. When the country was restored to its former glory, he disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again.
It was almost like he was never there to begin.
Cormag, Aloof Lanceman. Cormag returned to Grotto to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army, not as a knight, but as a common soldier. La Rochelle, Queen of Light. She succeeded her uncle as ruler of the Rostan theocracy several years after the war ended. She never lost her unique perspective on life. She spent much of her rule visiting the neighboring countries. Dulzla, of the Steady Axe. As La Rochelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side. Watching La Rochelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be was Dulzla's greatest joy in life. Rennek, the Rich Merchant. La Rochelle summoned Rennek back to Rostan, and he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess, who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. Would you? Garrick, the Desert Tiger. Garrick continued as a mercenary. Over the years, his reputation grew so great that he had more job offers than he could handle. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. Tethys, beloved dancer. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Her fame grew and grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed. Ewan, enthusiastic student. Ewan continued his studies, modeling his life after the teachings of Saleh. Eventually, his education branched off into different paths. His insatiable curiosity led him on a trip to explore the world. Marissa, the Crimson Flash. If bad, why hot? No, she became a battalion commander for an elite mercenary force. Many men sought to challenge her to a duel, and none of them stood up to her blade, which you wouldn't think, because bad, but then why hot? Saleh, the Well of Wisdom. Saleh returned to Caer Pelin, where he remained a faithful servant of the Manichees. His days were not spent in isolation, though. Many of the friends he met during the War of Stoners came to visit his village. Myrrh, the Great Dragon. After bidding her farewells to Ephraim, she returned to Darkling Woods. She lived a long and full life, served by the people of Caer Pelin, and comforted by the memories of her dear friends. Erica, Restoration Queen. Just saying. Erica returned to Renee and began the reconstruction effort with her brother Ephraim. Seeing peace return to the lives of her people filled her with happiness. Her smile became a symbol of her people's joy.
And I'm just saying, they both have equal They both have equal claim to the throne.
Ephraim, Restoration King. Busy days awaited him upon his return to Renee. He oversaw the rebuilding of not only his own country but also the entire continent of Magmel. His work was difficult, but his success made him a legend. Like, yeah, sure, they both have equal claim to the throne, except not really, because Ephraim's older than Erica, and it's...
Aren't they twins?
I mean,
thought
they
were
say
twins.
they call them twins, but, like, that might just be because they're brother and sister. I don't think they call them twins anywhere in this game. I don't recall off the top of my head. And also, still, one of them had to be born first.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're twins, he would still be the next in line for the throne, and he was. Also, I'm just saying, even if they had a completely equal claim to the throne, they can't both have the throne at the same time.
Why not?
I'm just saying.
Why not?
I'm just saying. Their dialogue reads not entirely platonic or brotherly sisterly.
Methinks you want it to be.
I don't want it to be.
Methinks you get off on that.
I don't, though.
Anyway, good night, everyone.
Well, now, hold on. Well, hold on. Before we get out of here, with another Fire Emblem finished, do you have any general thoughts?
Ooh.
Like anything about the gameplay that was especially interesting, or any characters or units who now stand fresh front center in your mind as some favorites, or even just where, like, in general the game falls in your hierarchy of Fire Emblems.
I thought the overall narrative was I think I would say that I liked the story better than Blazing Blade. As a game, I think I felt about the same about them both, though.
Well, that makes sense. They play very similar.
Yeah. But I enjoyed the character dynamic between the main characters and Leon quite a bit in this one.
He does make for a much more interesting villain than Nurgle.
Yeah.
Nurgle has some pretty interesting stuff to him, but it requires you to be playing your second playthrough of the game to get that stuff
Mm.
on Hector mode, and to meet some very, very demanding gameplay what do you call them? Not prerequisites, conditions.
Mm.
You have to meet some very demanding objectives to see the interesting stuff about Nurgle. So at the very least, for like a blind first playthrough, Leon blows Nurgle out of the water.
Yeah.
I know we didn't really see much of the characters because we kind of ignored supports this whole playthrough.
Right.
But did any of the characters stand out as maybe new favorites, or if not as characters, then as units?
I enjoyed Diesel quite a bit. Like I liked using him, and I thought he was an interesting dude.
It's weird you let him die.
Yeah. Well, it felt right? It felt like a natural conclusion to his arc, you know?
To die putting things right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He seemed like an older guy. He was kind of a mentor to Ephraim, and you know,
Yeah.
as characters who meet their end in the final battle, that's ripe for the picking for that sort of thing.
I don't know. If you ask me, I feel it makes more sense for Noel to die putting things right because he
Mm-hmm.
had more of a hand in putting things wrong.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, but we weren't using.
We weren't using Noel. If we fielded him, it was specifically to kill him. But we're not that callous. Well, I'm not. You fucking threw Oliver into the meat grinder.
Yes, I hate that man.
When all he was trying to do was help us save the world.
I hate that man so much.
He was trying to help us save the world.
And I'm glad he's dead. I was glad right away.
We were fighting a god. We needed every bit of help we could get.
And we did it just fine without it. I'm glad he's dead. I was glad right away.
Fuck. Shit.
So, you say Sonic Colors doesn't take very long.
No, Sonic Colors, it's a Sonic game.
That's fair.
Have you ever played a long Sonic game?
I haven't played that many Sonic games, but I suppose I see your point.
The only one that I think, and I haven't finished it yet, I played it like the day I got it and not since then. The only Sonic game that I think probably is a long Sonic game, if you're not trying to, like, A rank everything and get all the whatevers, I think the only one that would do that is probably Frontiers.
Yeah. So, like, we could do that and then play Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
We could.
Since it won't take very.
We could. I mean, it's completely your call, because I'm fine with both those games. There's a lot of other things that we potentially have that we could play that I'd be fine doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be TMS.
Yeah.
But if that's what you're feeling, we can definitely do that.
I have been thinking about playing that game.
We can do that.
But I've also been thinking about playing Sonic Colors, and if it's going to be over quickly, like, we could do that as a palate cleanser and then go into a long-ass RPG.
Like, honestly, I think Colors has the potential to be a one-stream kind of game.
Alright.
It might take two, but I think it has the potential for a one.
Alrighty. Well, I think we'll do that next time.
All right. Well, another FE under the belt.
Yes. My powers grow.
We'll get you playing one of the Japanese ones before too long.
Maybe. Maybe one day.
I don't know. I said in chat, I think after finishing it, Genealogy is a very, very fantastic game. I think if it released stateside when it first came out, it would probably be fondly remembered by the gaming community at large as one of the greatest RPGs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't, so it isn't. And I think it didn't feel bad to play. It didn't feel like it aged super poorly. It's pretty different from other FEs in a lot of regards.
This doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't. It's probably not going to load in, I have to imagine. It plays pretty different in a lot of regards, but I think that it does load in. It does, but it doesn't. There's nothing showing up.
I guess I have to come in here to be able to, like, re-download things.
Interesting. But it playing different, I don't think is a bad thing, because I think the mechanics work within the context of genealogy, which I think is more important than them feeling like you'd want them to be in a modern FE.
Yeah.
And I think it holds up so much to the point that I'd say it's worth not waiting for a remake to play.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
We'll see what I think of Thracia.
Yeah. And is that 4?
That's 5.
That's
Genealogy is 4.
What's 3?
Mystery of the Emblem.
Oh.
That's Marth's second outing.
But they did a remake of that one, didn't they?
Yeah, well, interestingly enough, FE3, Mystery of the Emblem, is split into Book 1 and Book 2.
Yeah.
Book 1 is a remake of FE1, Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, while Book 2 is all the new content, basically the whole new game that is Mystery of the Emblem.
So new Mystery of the Emblem is just that part.
Yeah. FE11, Shadow Dragon,
Yeah.
just Shadow Dragon, is a remake. The most accurate way to describe it is that Shadow Dragon is a remake, technically yes, of Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, but it's more like a remake of FE3 Book 1 with the cut shit from Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light that they had cut to fit it on cartridge for FE3. And then New Mystery of the Emblem is a remake of FE3 Book 2.
Gotcha. I have Shadow Dragon on here.
You do.
I do.
New Mystery never came out stateside, though.
You hate to see.
So if we want to play that at some point, we would have to play it on the Nintendo PC.
Yeah.
Or wait for another remake or a port.
We can think about that later.
Yeah.
In the night times.
I do want to, before the end of the year, have both Thracia and New Mystery under my belt. And then that way I will have experienced every story in the franchise.
Hooray! And then you can finally die.
Finally.
Fine. Why can't I use the...
What are you trying to use?
Like, I can't... I'm not allowed to interact with...
Try the D-pad?
No. It moves things around on here.
This is bad design.
So, like, if I wanted to show the stream what I'm looking at, I can't actually, like, do it.
This is bad design.
It is. It's a bad console. It's a bad console for streaming, for sure. At least the UI for the main menu, anyway.
The Wii U, does it have a Wiimote?
You can use a Wiimote.
Interesting.
Yes. It was a bad console. That's why it was a colossal failure.
It is a bad console.
It is. I'm glad that I have it.
For the virtual console?
Yeah, for the virtual console. Also, it's the only place to play Wind Waker HD.
I'm surprised that didn't make it over to Switch.
Yeah, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD are both stuck on the Wii U.
I think you might know more than I do about this, but I don't know for sure. But I think they announced that Wind Waker is going to be one of the launch titles for the GameCube Virtual Console on Switch too.
It is.
But I think it's like the actual GameCube version, not HD.
It is indeed, and people are complaining about that, and it's just like it's not the HD version. That's why it looks worse than the one that came out on the Wii U.
It looks worse than the one on Wii U, and this is the Switch too. And it should.
It's a GameCube emulator instead of an HD remaster of a. Yeah. Does it suck that they didn't just put the HD version and let you buy it on Switch? Yes. but it is to be expected that what they're giving you would look worse.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We got another war under our belt.
hooray. Now, if only we could finish wars in real life as quickly as we finish them in Fire Emblem.
I don't know, that took a few months.
That's fair, but
That's still pretty short for a whole ass war.
that is still pretty short for a whole lot.
But a real life whole ass war could be ended in that time.
It's fair. Isn't there a war that ends in like minutes in history?
Probably.
I don't remember. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Thanks for coming out.
Goodbye. See you next time with